I respect women that sleep around. I'm not here to judge you, but sleeping around does not work for all of us. There are women that sleeping around with men do not work. And I want to use this video to encourage a lot of beautiful women out there that sleeping around does not work for. There are some of us, that no matter how we sleep around, it doesn't work for us. What works for us is either our brains or the work of our hands. Because there is this notion a lot of people have. When you're successful as a woman, the first thing they say is, she's sleeping around. She gets one man where they sponsor her. She gets this. Some people have grace when it comes to men. Giving them money, sponsoring them, sending them to school, sending them abroad and buying them car. There are some women who do not have such grace. Some women actually have grace by the works of their hands. I remember when I was growing up, my mom took me to a very flamboyant wedding, and this girl was marrying a very wealthy man. I remember asking my mom, Mommy, how do these girls actually get these rich guys? And my mom told me not everybody is destined to be around a rich man or to get a rich man. Some women are destined to grow with men. Yes, to become rich. They have what is called in Igbo language, Oliako and Odoziako. Do you understand? Some women are lucky to get in bulks, and some women will build and grow it in bits. Small are for some women. Something huge are for some women. So I just want to encourage a lot of you that when you see everybody, it is not everybody that wakadupe, jumping from one man to another works. But there's some women that actually walk their ass off. And I'm number one. Like, I'm one woman who can boast. I'm not saying it to belittle any other woman. I'm saying it to actually encourage those of you who you are trying to sleep around because your friends are sleeping around, your friends are doing runs. You know, they have different sugar daddies that are sponsoring them. And you say, if you're saying, I want to be like my friend. No, it doesn't work for all of you. Some of us are destined differently. Some of us cannot even tolerate the kind of things that these men do to these girls. Yeah, so some women are built in a soft way. They can take some certain things from a man to get some certain things from a man. Some women are weak. They can allow a man debase them. They can allow a man abuse them just because they want to get some certain benefits. But there are some women that are courageous, some women that are independent, some women that know their worth and their value. Instead of them to take insult because of all those small things that men have to give to them, trust me, they would work 101% harder. And I think I fall in that category of women. I'm not saying this to brag, because over time I have understood that whatever a man gives to a woman is just support. If a man gives you so and so amount, you can always get more. So each time a man gives me money, I just feel that the man is trying to bribe me, to belittle me or to make me reduce my standard or to keep me low. So it makes me aim for more. So when a man actually gives me, I actually see it like cheating. Yes, if a man can give me this thing, that means there is more that I can do for myself. So the honest truth is, sleeping around will not work for everybody. If you're a beautiful woman out there, don't do and pass yourself. Some people have grace with men. They have sweet mouth with men. When they ask a man for something, a man gives it to them. There are some of us that don't have that grace with men. We have grace with the work of our hands. We have grace with the work of our mouth. We have grace with our brain. So don't feel less of yourself when you don't see a man that is giving you this, or a man that bought you house, you can buy it for yourself, or a man that bought you car, you can buy it for yourself. Sometimes when you don't see people to do some certain things for you, you begin to understand your power. A lot of women have not understood how powerful they are because they allow men do things for them. So women like us who do not allow men do things for us, we've understood our power. That's why it looks as if we have fortified ourselves. Now, when a man comes into your life, it becomes a privilege. It's when you allow a man do everything for you, it now looks as if without a man, you cannot survive. And that's why everybody is running into marriage, for help. Everybody wants to marry right now because they're looking for someone that's going to help them, someone that's going to carry their family problem. But if you're a woman and you understand the power that you have, you've been able to provide for yourself and give yourself everything that you think a man can give you, you will begin to love for the right reasons. A lot of women do not love for the right reasons. They love for benefits because they're looking for somebody who is going to help them, somebody who's going to lift them out of poverty. That's why you see a lot of women doing prostitution, doing runs. And when you come out and tell them, I don't do prostitution, I don't do runs, they'll tell you it's a lie. That's a myth. Because you are sleeping around and it's working for you doesn't mean it works for everybody. That's why some people will get into prostitution, it will work. And some people will get into prostitution and they will die. So you need to understand your destiny. You need to understand what works for you. The problem with a lot of women is that you want to copy. You want to take this person's destiny. What is working for this person is what you want to imbibe in yourself. It doesn't work that way. You must first of all understand your capacity. I keep talking about it. What can you take and what can't you take? Somebody like me, as Blessing see you, I cannot take insult. I cannot take disrespect. That's the reason why there are some certain things I cannot do as a woman. Because there are some certain disrespect I cannot take. There are some certain things I will not allow a man do to me, no matter how much he has. I would dump you. Yes. Why can I do that? It's because I have understood power. If you don't understand that you can get that thing for yourself, you will stay there and allow a man debase you. But me, right from childhood, I've always understood that so many things that a man gives to me, I can always give it to myself. So I don't allow some certain disrespect. So as a woman, this video is to encourage you. This video is not to belittle you. There's a woman out there that is struggling, that is saying, I just find one allergy wey go help me. If only I get one man now. All my friends get sugar daddy. I no get sugar daddy. Who go help me? God help me. There is a woman out there, and this video is for you. Yes, you. I want to encourage you. Don't let them influence you. Let nobody tell you that for you to succeed as a woman, it has to be a man. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Men are just helpers. They are more like people who come and support you. They are not the ones that build you. My father will always say, why is it that when you go to the university, they don't put you in a different university from a man? There is nothing a man can do that you cannot do as a woman. That's the honest truth. Sometimes when you allow a man give you so much, it reduces your capacity as a woman. That's why you notice that sometimes when a man wants to disempower you, he stops you from doing something. It's because he knows that as a woman, you have the power to do it well. If a man wants to break you, if a man wants to break up with you, if a man wants to dehumanize you, the first thing he does is he will disempower you so that you can depend on him. That's when a man can mess you up. But when you understand the power of independency, as a woman, you will not allow a man feed you. Anytime a man wants to give you something, it becomes support. And when you do not allow a man give you something, and anytime you decide to want to collect from him, it becomes a privilege. The reason why a lot of men call you beggars, they call you 2K girls, 3K girls, is because you ask for a lot of things that you cannot give yourself. Like I said, this is to encourage that hardworking woman, that woman that have tried different men and it did not work. You are not cursed. Your destiny is not tied to a man. There are some of us who are women that we are not destined to be clinged onto a man. Some women can do it and it will work for them. Good luck to them. I'm talking to those women who have tried pursuing sugar daddy, doing runs, or doing prostitution. It's not your destiny. If you try all those things and it doesn't work for you, it simply means the work of your hands will pay you more than the work of your vagina. The work of your bekus. The work of your hands will pay you more. It simply means that your destiny does not lie with men. Your destiny lies in your brains and the abilities and the value that God has given to you. That is what God is telling you. So I just want to keep encouraging you. It sounds very unbelievable, but I, as a Okoro Blessing, I keep saying it and I brag with it. I've never done runs since I was born. I don't know what runs is. If I have to make love to a man, I make love to the men that I love. The men that I like, the men that I have dated, not for money. Every money I have gotten are the things. In fact, a lot of men are more attracted to my brains than my body. And that is how you have built yourself. It is called value. So my darling, you're not wasting your time. Go build yourself, go empower yourself. And trust me when I said, you're going to get everything that you have ever desired. And you'll come back later to thank me. I shall know before everybody. It gets some women where God go bless by the works of their hands. And it still gets some women where God go bless by the work of their bekus. Know the difference. Women who get in bulk and women who get in bits. I love you guys.